Converge Plus combines lead scanning and data insights to provide a cost-effective way for your team to maximize ROI and build meaningful relationships. It includes rapid badge scanning, instant lead scoring, voice-to-text notes, and conversation recording. Now I'm going to pass it off to Amy, and she is going to do a demo of Converge for you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Catherine. Hey, y'all. I'm just going to join from my phone. I think it's easier to see it before we dive into any more details about cost and the benefits. So I'll talk alongside some of the benefits, but like Catherine was mentioning, Converge is a new product for us. So those that have previously purchased lead retrieval through Express Leads last year or other lead retrieval vendors, Converge is unique and standalone aside from those because we have some unique features that you can take advantage of. So if you have purchased already, you should have received a confirmation email. We will go through more of the purchase details, but I did want to show you the product first just because it's so exciting. So once you purchase, you'll want to go ahead and get onboarded. And then those that are assigned a scan license will have access to this view. We will launch scanning about a week out from the event. So you'll have access a couple days before to get comfortable and familiar with the product. But once you are on the show floor and ready to scan, you'll go ahead and access scanning through the web-based browser. You'll want to allow camera and microphone access first. So we're going to go ahead and do that here. Just some little details so we don't get, stopped along the way. But with Converge, you can do badge scanning. So you'll click that teal button in the bottom corner. That's the most important one that will default to the camera opening here. So we'll go ahead and scan a badge. You'll see a green thumb pop up saying successfully scanned. You'll see the lead information here as a quick view. So it looks like we scanned Sky. You'll see her job title as barista here. And then you can click next to be able to preview more on her information. Unique to Converge, we also do have rapid scanning. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that here too. So say there's an influx in the booth. You'll be able to see all of those leads scan. If you do see the red thumbs down, that's going to say invalid badge scan. So either the lead is missing, the attendee is missing information, or it's a badge that you cannot scan. So maybe it's like a spouse badge or child badge. So we do have a few that are not valid to be able to be scanned. You can toggle through to quickly view the leads that you've scanned. And then when you're ready to proceed, you can click next. So then you'll see some information, more information here on the lead. So in addition to Sky's name and her job title, we can see the information that she included in at the time of registration. You'll see the email that she included, if she included one, the phone number, and her company. We did also add in some additional fields. So if you wanted to capture additional contact information, say a secondary email or phone number, or say there's not a phone number included at the time of registration that's pulling over, but you want to make sure to capture that, you can go ahead and enter that information here as well. Next, you'll see the LQQ section. So that stands for lead qualifying questions. So this is something that you can take advantage of and enter in at the time of setup and assigning those licenses. So the admin on file will receive an email to complete this information as part of the setup. So it's just helpful to add in additional questions or fields to be able to help you quickly qualify a lead better. That will all flow over into your lead export after the event. So here you can see we've added in interest level, purchase timeline, next steps, just to give you an idea of what some lead qualifying questions could be. Next to the LQQ, you'll see the notes section. So with Converge, you can type in manual notes. So you can type in those like that. Or you can click that little purple microphone next to the pencil to do a voice to text. So this is super easy when the floor is busy and you have an influx in your booth. Go ahead and you can just click that microphone and then voice record, and then it will take that transcription and drop it into this notes section for you. So it's just a little easier than having to type them in. Also, very unique to Converge, we do have the record a conversation feature. So you see that in this teal button right here. So when you click on this, this is really a feature that can be used for dedicated meetings, or say you have a lead that comes in and you know this is someone that you've been waiting to talk to and you want to capture more information. So at the click of a button and quick consent, you can just agree and start recording. And then it will use AI to listen into the conversation between you and another person, or you and a group of people. Because of the double audio here, you won't be able to see it, but in real time, once clicking it, you'll see under the live insights, the insights that are being generated using that AI function. So think of it very similar to a co-pilot or a meeting recording tool. So once you end conversation, it's going to provide a summary of that conversation, highlighting any of the key points, any of the products discussed, and any of the action items. All of this information is super helpful to be able to, capture what you're speaking with when you're talking to buyers. Any of the actions that are needed for your team to be able to review quickly and have within your lead export at the end of the event. So we'll go ahead and click save, and then it will take you to this lead page here. So we can jump it back into Steven. And say the conversation with Steven went very, very well. So I want to make sure that I make note of that. So I'm going to go ahead under lead status and rank him as a hot lead. This is just a quick scoring. Also will flow into your lead export that will help your team to determine who to prioritize first. I'll go ahead and click save and exit. Also with Converge, we do have auto saving. So say I'm in Steven's account again, adding additional notes, but then I get distracted because I'm having a conversation with somebody else, or another lead comes in and I jump back into to scan their badge. It will go ahead and still save any of the notes that are captured without having you have to hit the save and exit. If I wanted to follow up with Steven immediately and not have to wait till end of day or after the event, you can actually send him an email and send your leads emails through this tool. So if you wanted to attach files, you can email that. This is a newer feature that we have recently included within the Converge scan. So we can add those in on the back end. If that's something that you're interested in, we can add up to 3. And then you can just select the ones that you would like, go ahead and copy it. It will open up the default email on your phone. You'll click paste. And we include a generic template for you to just be able to edit. You can attach additional files right from your phone, or images, say it's marketing collateral that you want to include, or a product sheet, or a sell sheet, or a catalog, or a new product that you're featuring at the event. You can include any of this information as well as a meeting link, and then just send it right here. So you're not having to worry about prolonging, the follow-up between like those hot leads that you have. Jumping back in, you will see the green button located at the top that says online. So I know with this event particularly, we do have Wi-Fi that's included. So you wouldn't need to worry about being connected to Wi-Fi, but also with Converge Scan, you don't have to be connected to Wi-Fi to be able to scan. Even in offline mode, so if I toggle that to offline mode, just to help save on battery, or say, mostly it would be saving on battery because Wi-Fi is included for this event. You would still want to make sure to just remain online. So really the leads are flowing in, and that way, you're capturing everything real time. And the biggest thing for this event is if there is somebody that comes in on site, registers same day, and you try to scan their badge and you are in offline mode, you won't be able to scan them because they had registered right then and there, like within 30 minutes of the event. So of them hitting the floor. So all in all, that's a sneak peek of scan. One other important note, especially for this event, is the additional scanning methods. So I did want to mention that quickly. In addition to scanning badges, you can manually enter in leads and also scan business cards. This is the big one, is scanning business cards, because I know still a lot of people do collect business card sales people after the event, there's a lot of after hours events that go on. So definitely scan in those business cards. And what we'll do with Converge is bump up that email address that's on the business card to our registration information too. So even if you didn't have that lead scanning in their badge, if their email matches what we have on registration, we'll go ahead and pull that in too. So you'll be able to capture that lead and all of the information that's included from their registration. So I hope that gives you a little idea and sneak peek into Converge Scan and how this tool could really benefit you guys and kind of set it apart from what you've used in the past. So I'm going to hand it back over to Catherine to start sharing her screen again, and we'll talk a little bit more about the pricing and some additional resources. So like she mentioned, within the Exhibitor Resource Center, you can click on Purchase Lead Scanning. So it'll take you to this purchase page. You'll want to go ahead and fill this information out, listing the primary contact. We will also ask for the administrator that should be on file. This is important because this is the person that gets the onboarding and setup email, and will also get that lead export filed 2 days after the event. If you wanted to enter in your email address and phone number, we'll send the one-time passcode. So that will either go to your email if you enter in just an email, but if you want to enter in a phone number as backup, that will be helpful. Another thing to note for the credit card and billing information, just to make sure that the information that's entered in does match the card that's being used. So with the purchase options, so the first bundle would be one scan license and then the lead export file that you'll receive 2 days post-event. So that's priced at $195. And then if you did want to purchase additional scan licenses for your team, say you have a larger team that's coming on site and you don't want just one person in the booth to be scanning, you can go ahead and add those at $95 each. Once you have checked out, you'll receive a confirmation email just confirming your purchase, and then that admin on file will receive the next steps to be able to get started on the Converge journey, getting set up and assigning those scan licenses. So we'll go ahead and jump back over to the success guide that's linked here as well. So once you've purchased, this is a super helpful resource to be able to reference as you're going through the journey. So like Catherine mentioned, you'll want to go ahead and register your team first. You can do that through the Exhibitor Resource Center. I know she covered that earlier. And then second, you'll want to complete your setup. So this, again, will go to the administrator that's designated to assign those scan licenses. You'll use the badge registration, the badge ID that once you've registered for the event, you'll use that to assign the scan licenses. You can add in those lead qualifying questions. That is optional. If your team, wants to add those in and help qualify those leads easier when you guys are on site. And then next, you will access scan. So a week out from the event, you'll receive an email. All of those that have been assigned a scan license will receive that scan URL via email and a QR code. So we do recommend bookmarking it, saving that QR code, take a screenshot of it, save it in your phone to be able to quickly access it while you are on site. And then last but not least, 2 days after the event, the admin that has been designated will receive the lead export file 2 days post-event. If you are interested in upgrading to unlock more, additional features as well as real-time access to your leads, plus an enhanced dashboard feature that features target customers, custom lead segments, and additional enhanced analytics, you can upgrade. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about that upgrade option to be able to have real-time access, so it will open. If you do upgrade, you'll have access beginning day one of the event to be able to log into a dashboard to see those real-time leads coming in to be able to view and then act on them. So reach out to us if you're interested in having a demo scheduled and then just receiving more details on pricing. But that's Converge Scan. So definitely feel free to shoot any questions our way.